going to be spots. Who are going to be that next breed of Chinese talent that can walk into that? We certainly thought it might be someone like Starry. Well, Starry has looked pretty good, but like who else is the next name? Who else could really step into that role? I think that for me is the question with this Newhappy team: is are there any players here that are really of the caliber playing a top team maybe next year?
Yeah, the big one that I look at is Tiger. When the couple of times I've cast them throughout this season, the regular season, he's always been the one doing a lot of the heavy lifting, especially in terms of the fragging department. So we'll see whether they can do it today. So heading in towards Inferno, where we kickstart Newhappy on the T side, the Mongols on the CT side.
Just a slow default for now. Plate set up here on Banana, free there. Mzinho seems to order a fight out of the A apartments, dueling here on Banana. Some of his teammates. First frag goes the way of Newhappy. Trades back by Blitz. There's still two here in defense. And that defense looking pretty good. Why? Which player is this now? I'm a bit confused by the name.
The same thing. 9, 10, or 4.
Let's work this out.
Well, we've got all 4, haven't we? I'm sure it's Mara, right? I think
so.
It's got to be Mara. I'm assuming. Mzinho seeing off. 3 remain alive for the Mongols. I'm Dakin Chetters. I'm assuming is just Mara, unless something's changed in the regular season that we don't know of. But I've never heard of that name. I'm going to assume it's
It just
Mara.
confuses you so much when I see the name. I'm like, Dakin Chetters. Where's that come from?
It's a great name. Whatever it means. I respect it. I've not a clue what it means, but Mzinho over 3k means M4 for him. M4 out for, we're going to go with Mara as well. And a few MP9s to round it out. 9-10 going to keep hold on the pistols. He wants to get the AWP out as early as possible. Of course, Newhappy, low by round. Not expecting all too much. A little bit rogue in towards mid there. Julie's up close. One, Blitz can find one of his own as well. The MP9 makes a second, and Techno will close it out. Flawless round for the Mongols. Nice and easy.
Yeah, and the just going on the pistols. Pays dividends. Now the AWP is out for 9-10. Was a man that we maybe are looking at. Pick up a bit of the slack. Some of the stars have gone from the Mongols. Next up, buy round. Let's see, of course, pick here of Newhappy. Wasn't in the veto last time these two teams played. Alone is a little bit exciting, so you're on a different ground. Bit of a default here from Newhappy. Pretty passive. Mzinho is aggressive on the pistol. They do so yet again. And this time, he doesn't win.
Punished by 2-2.
Pretty wild. I mean, he doesn't have any teammates nearby. And his teammates are actually taking Banana. I don't know, man. That felt like too much.
Yeah, I gotta agree. That's the fight for Banana as well. Flash lands right on top of half wall. AWP shot will connect. 9-10 gonna find Lihang. It's the numbers back level. 2-2's taking significant damage too. So now this round starts to flip on his head a little bit. Favor maybe goes inside of Mongols. Ready to speak of. It'll come through. 2x gonna take a hefty target damage. And the AWP posted in towards this water. This is a risky place to stay. Very little room for error here or escape. Missed shot. He could be in trouble. Tiger deletes him. 9-10 or 4. Molotov will come through in the flame spinal fall. The hands of Techno. Techno looking for 2, which he finds on the jump. Make that 3. Can he make it 4? Of course he can. What a lockdown by Techno. 4k and 4 kills in the round. Simple stuff.
Looking good. Felt scary that AWP playing wide. And I was looking at the util from Newhappy and I saw it. No flashbangs left. Push around from this man. Techno, of course, with the cleanup. Right at the end as these players committing through the smoke. Just can't isolate a good duel. And that is plenty of money in the bank too. No bomb plant for Newhappy, so they can't justify a full investment. Best they can do. Muster these pistols. Good util though, so definitely options to run a set play. They stream up second mid. Mzinho's got very aggressive. He gets wiped by the HE grenade, but now he's surrounded. Surely won't get out. Tiger sinks his teeth in. And that's an advantage for Newhappy. Mongols have to be careful.
That's not bad. Nice shot with the Deagle there, close range. Semi-close range, I guess you could say, coming forward through second mid. Full picked up by 2x. They're going to fall back towards side as the Orbs post it up. They look like they want to head in the direction of A. Smoke towards long will come through. So a pop out short and Balk seems to be the expectation.
Here we go. Moto Smoke flashes over. Techno's in pit. Double headshot. 2-2 low. What a monstrous pair of rounds for that young man. And that is a defense. That's how it's done. Mongols looking pretty flawless at the moment.
Nicely done. Really nicely done as well. This is important. These early rounds for the Mongols on their opponent's map pick especially, just build up this fairly decent repertoire, especially on the CT side. Make sure you get a lot of stability early doors. Techno's having a really good game individually. So reliable from him. I think overall we've got to look at this and think about maybe what the future's looking like for Newhappy. The gun rounds aren't looking great. The low buys aren't looking great. Honestly, a bomb plant seems like a far-fetch at the moment. For a change. Oh, down mid, 9-10, second mid. Finds a P-gun towards 2-2. There's the opener already going the way of the Mongols.
Such confidence from the Mongolians. Not fearful in any of these duels. I think they're the better players. Maybe that hubris this time is punished. Smoke was wiped. Kill for Tiger. But they can't rein it in. 9-10. Ever dynamic on this defense. Flashbang will catch him, but not the player up close. Good kill, though. Nice frag. Now they're going to think about chasing.
What's the play here? 3v3. Looking in the direction. Nade'll come out, but actually does get extinguished. Nade flashing towards pool. Still actually no play here by Newhappy, though. They haven't made the decision to come towards the site. Hence why Blitz is doubling back towards A. It's the right call. Bombs heading in that direction. Two players here ready to meet them. Orp. A bit far on the rotate. And seem to bank on. Smoke will come through in towards long. Blitz going to play through sight. Now, what's the decision? Time starting to tick here. 40 seconds on the clock, or just shy of, and in they come through short. Spine will find the first. Did even clear Blitz backside? Probably not. He's going to be able to deny the plant. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't, actually. Tiger will get the kill 1v1. Now where the loss is coming from. EWP of 9-10. In 1 versus Tiger.
Whoa, the pixel angle. It's so good. Tiger strikes. 4 for him. And I'll tell you what. Newhappy, they needed an individual performance. A very chaotic round. And certainly if that bomb had been denied, wow, having to cross back to the site could have been problems. Thin margins. Newhappy nonetheless on the board, and they've got to be happy about that.
Yeah, exactly that. I think as well when it comes down to it, just not denying that bomb plant really did cost them a little bit. Obviously, the right decision in taking that fight towards Graveyard first, then going towards the bomb planter, just a little bit later on the spray. Costly. What of Pete? First Pete for the AWP, 9-10, never missing those. Li Hang to 4 and 9-10 with yet another entry back to back. Of course, not always a guaranteed round off the back of it for the Mongols, as we saw into the round prior. We got a decent bit of
some deja vu with that initial duel every time. 9-10 seems to be getting faced without any flashbangs. That's going to need to change because Newhappy can't afford to play so many rounds from a deficit. This, though, is one of those. 3 groups on Banana. 2-2's lurking in Boiler for now. Looks like Newhappy have pumped the brakes. I'm not committed. Smoke out from Tiger. That's towards long. And I guess they are going to end B in the end. 3 players here and the bomb.
Stood waiting for the peak as well. You spoke about those flashbangs. Let's see if we get one. Another dry peak to come through. CT Smoke going to come forward. 9-10. Didn't flash the angle just yet. Aura playing up close too. Spots one, drops spine just above the smoke. Now the AWP again. Freebie of a peak. There is a flash, but it's a poor one. 9-10 not even remotely affected. The remaining 2. 2-2 and Tiger. It's safe to say, tail between their legs. They're going to call for a save. 5 versus 2, 14 seconds. No chance. TheMongolz yet again another round. A very simple one at that.
Bit of a clinic. Made it look a little bit easy. Early frags, just fall back, play the spike. TheMongolz money was on the absolute brink. They don't have a lot of loss bonus, so this come in good value. Having a clean round, but it doesn't spell great news for Newhappy's T side. This is their map pick, of course. And now, horrible decision. Do you force around these guns? If you save, they might be on Galil's in the next. Tiger's fully brought up behind his save. And
he's chopping and changing the money, though,
yeah,
isn't he? He's undecisive.
Yeah. They really need a bomb plant because they'll have 2 players on a lesser buy in the following if they don't get one.
What's the play here? That might, of course, being called. A conversation to be had. They are going to go for that full buy. Spine will join with the Galil. Double Galil sets up. Taking the AWP from the round prior. And a Deagle in the hands of 2x.
Such a bizarre buy, because Lihang doesn't fully buy it, nor does 2x, nor does Tiger, but Spine does. Okay, that's one way to make it work.
Tiger's doing it himself. Flasher coming towards the corner, behind that flames, nothing spotted. Just going to fall back. Decent early A space here, though, in by Newhappy. Smoke will meet them in towards bow.
Oof, big kill. Blitz down. 2-man advantage now. Call from the Mongols is to free stack A. You can see Techno. They're actually not going to come all the way over as this mid clear is through. Definitely need a couple of catches though to the CT side. Bring this round back. There goes 2-2, but he's shown 2 players that information is critical. And Newhappy should be sprinting. Can't waste any time. Got a 4-on-1 right now here on B. You've got to capitalize. Oh my lord, Techno. Not again! How does he do this?
Oh, that is such a capitulation. Newhappy, you cannot allow that to continue happening. No flash, no util. Dry peeks in towards Techno. Granted, very well played for him, but it never should happen. Trading and spacing is so poor from Newhappy. And Techno again with 4 kills to his name. It just makes it look so damn easy. Mongo's going to pull away by a 5-round margin now. That's brutal. Again, no bomb plant. The funds are all over the place.
That's a catastrophe. An unmitigated disaster. The offensive side. He doesn't have another kill, but this man Techno is just a fortress, an absolute bastion. Almost impossible to overcome, almost falls there. But this is starting to look desperate for Newhappy. Their investments in the previous not earned them a great buy here. Basically out of util. And this is starting to look disjointed. Mongols are warming up and then some.
Ooh, Blitz, lucky to still be alive. 9-10 gonna rotate in, should get a peek. Misses the shot though. Oh, it gets deleted. 2-2. 1 tap. Low on ammo, doesn't matter. Finds Blitz to put himself in a 1 versus 1. We've seen some miraculous rounds. This could be another one of those. 4 kills is on the cards for him. The youngster Mzinho gonna reclaim some space though. Just gonna park up in towards first orange. There still is time to work with for 2-2. Rotating to A feels like a risk. And he'll die to the hands of the youngster. Good effort. Clean kills, but couldn't find the 4th in the end. That smoke, his own smoke, kind of sold himself down the river a little bit.
I still enjoyed this pre-fire. That is absolutely savage from 2-2. Just a shame that the team were never really in position. And this is already a half of damage limitation. 4 to go. Must be an MR12. Double AWP out for the Mongols. I'm not sure they needed a change, but if your opponent's on their toes, I guess. Players stacking up here in mid. They peek into the Molotov. Not sure that was well advised. Advantage goes the way of Mongols yet again.
Well, already in a little janky. 2-2. Up on high and towards Val. Needs to find a clean couple. Alright. Secondary opening. A shot. 2-2 falls, and the remaining 2 of Tiger and Spine, I wouldn't even be surprised if they went for a save. But they're still fighting. Techno behind the smoke. Spine will fall. And surely now Tiger's got to just do whatever he can. Keep out of the AWP. There is nothing left in the back pockets for Newhappy, which has been a familiar story we've seen more or less all game. Does worry me though. I know he's only got 50 seconds to try and kill, but staying quite dangerously near the action here. And he'll fall to the hands of Techno. So nothing brought over for Newhappy. Mongols are making this look pretty easy right about now.
It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. And it's got to be said, with the format employed here in Challenger League Asia Pacific, the group stage is long. It's a lot of matches. And for the big teams, sometimes it's hard to see the end goal. But as soon as you get into playoffs, and those Pro League spots are dangled, the big boys come to play. And right now, Newhappy look out of their depth. Where's the money at? Can't even full invest here. Something has to change quick. We know the Mongols are a good ancient team. They're very good as well at overpass. Newhappy, they've got to perform better on their map pick than this, and they are running out of time to salvage this first half.
Yeah, brother. Honestly, this is really all over the place. It's been a rough display. Nothing stepping up in the way they want to. I'm worried. I'm very worried indeed. Still a bit of time to salvage something, but quite a bit of a masterclass. We'll see. We got just the upgraded pistols coming out. It's a full buy in the sense that everything they can pull out without the rifles itself. We've got util upgraded pistols and the armor in most cases. On the corner, Mzinho posted. I'll delete him. Does take a tag. Okay.
Is that a legit setup with the...
Yes.
Never seen that before, with actually intentionally shooting between the legs.
One side I'll say that use it a lot is Apex. I saw them do it quite recently, and they look good. Because the bullets go through the leg. You just got to make sure you don't move if you're on the radiator, because the legs bug out a little bit. And you get like stuck together. Either way, getting stuck a little bit here. Hang on a second, Mara could be in trouble. Pop shot. He's low on ammo. Needs to reload. Gets the support of Blitz, who comes in for a double, and the scare is avoided. So come in the face. Lihang, no real chance here. Now I have to be quite worried about the flank as well, which is going to start to wrap around. Eve 9-10 feels like it.
Cavalry was there. And that cavalry trampled. Happy in the end. Liang here, there's no real point in saving. A loss bonus. That's a nice kill. Can keep the money low. Maybe, just maybe, can force a FAMAS buy down the line. But that's a pretty slim silver lining. 9-1 for the Mongols. This map is, if anything, T-sided in CS2. And, well, especially off the heroics Techno. Newhappy, even when it looked like they were going to get into rounds, and it looked like a done deal, put his foot down. And add that to the greater sum of the Siki side, and been a bit of a mauling so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty. That does not look pretty. I mean, credit. Again, absolute credit. Mongols taking any prisoners. 9-1 on the corner. 9-10. Brilliant stuff from him. This is the second. He gets mighty close to it. Again, another opening kill for 9-10. He's done it so many times. This time 2-2 will answer back. I think he may have spotted one in towards Balk as well. Known quantity, the youngster Mzinho. Could be in a bit of trouble here. Nate will come over towards the corner. 2x meets it. Takes a decent chunk. 9-10 wants to continue fighting. I gotta respect the confidence.
Overconfidence perhaps, though, from Blitz. He picked up a third AWP. Stuck around for longer. He was due. Techno, though, doesn't miss. Mid is back under wraps. Banana. Oh, by Mara here. He's going to back off a little bit. Calls the cavalry. Should be Techno soon enough. And Newhappy need a miracle. Surely 2 rounds isn't going to be enough. Going to second half. And without a bomb plant, that buy is not going to look good either. You have to find an opening in this round. And 9-10 says no.
I get another A as well. Lihang does find him. Nice pre-fight. Still, 22 seconds, 1 versus 3. He's a known quantity as well. And Mzinho on the corner into cold 0 box. Surely doesn't get cleared and he won't. Down they go 10-1. This is honestly one of the more dominant performances we've seen in quite a while. This league has started to step up quite a bit, but like you mentioned, these two sides played not that long ago in the Atlanta quals, and it was a pretty one-sided map there for 13-2 and overpass, and this one's starting to look pretty damn similar right about now.
That's the goal if you're the Mongols. Can't play the opponents, play yourselves. Even just in terms of getting rounds, getting the teeth into some gun rounds before we go on to map 2 has got to be a value here to Newhappy. Remind yourselves what it's like to win rounds, but Techno's just, he's fearsome, he's a monster, he's frightening. Good kills though from 2x to keep this round balanced. Look at that, there's actually nobody on A right now for Mongols, so get those rollerblades on and get moving.
Oh, unlucky not to get the frag there as well. It's 2x, barely alive, but Blitz going to reclaim the space. Damage dealt, which off Molotov. I like this. Behind it as well. 2x and Tiger can't even afford to go through it. Normally going quick in that situation to try and overwhelm Blitz would be the play. So low, and they'll go down to the HE. Numbers now level, and Techno's rotating away. So Blitz going to be left there all alone. 45 points of HP. Not great, but fair play. Techno has called it perfectly. They're rotating over towards A. I'm sure that probably would have been heard as well to some degree by Blitz. Now, how does Techno play this? Gotta try and isolate the fights. Tiger's pretty low. Untappable. 2-2. Not quite. Close. Bluffs this line. 2-2 going to find the frag. 1v2. This could be Newhappy's second round that you were asking for, Alan.
How does Blitz get these jewels? One player tucks in behind that pillar. 2-2 closer. Head showing. But too much to ask. 10-2. The Mongols looking good as they flip onto the offense.
Welcome back. It was a pretty one-sided affair, it's safe to say. 10-2 at the turn of the half. The Mongols making things look easy, but Newhappy made life hard for themselves. Plenty of rounds which should have been won, thrown away at the tail end. So we're hoping that we maybe can see Newhappy turn things around. This is their map pick. Of course, they're now on that CT side. For the Mongols, though, they're so close to the finish line already. It kind of feels like, Alan, they get a pistol here. They've more or less done it.
There's so many ways for them to win this game. It's just a question of when, I think more than if at the moment. Techno was an absolute animal. Complete monster. Allowed no easy route into rounds. Even when Newhappy had an advantage. Techno said no. Here we go then. Half number 2 of Inferno. Ancient Weights in the wings. That is map pick of the Mongols. They're feeling pretty good. They can close this one out. 4 towards B at the start here for the Mongols. Bit of util too. Couple smokes and Molotov. Definitely options. Could execute on either site. Lihan goes poking. There's a lot of opposing players. And I think you're doing the right thing, brother. Get out of there. Stay alive.
Doesn't need to overface too much. It's still sticking around. It looks like it wasn't a repeat off the back of the flash. And down he goes. The Techno. No prisoners ever taken by Techno. In a very good half for quite a few over towards the Mongols. But Techno in particular, 19-6. Heading in towards this second half has been a pretty damn good display. Opening kill towards B, doubling back in the direction of A. 2 players here to meet them as well. Got a 2x in Tiger. Tiger probably the most fearsome on that side as well. So can he step up once again? This time could be overwhelmed. Couple of taps. Messy fight. Tiger gets 2 and is still alive. Tiger making something of this. 3 kills to his name. Still as fearsome as ever, but a bomb will go down. Smoke in towards long is going to make this retake pretty damn difficult. Only got 1 flash to speak of, but they do have a kit.
Oh, that's a shot. That's in 10 from 9-10. His teammate on the side, that's Blitz. 9-10 doesn't actually need to peek until Blitz takes contact. 2-2 doing his damnedest to get a good duel, but it doesn't happen. I feel bad for Tiger because that was a monstrous attempt. That third shot onto Falcony was savage. It was disgusting. Look at that. And whilst it's nice in isolation, unfortunate truth, it doesn't change the direction of this game. Mongols are so close now to stealing away their opponent's map pick in dominant fashion.
Credit to them, honestly. Just being a really, really good display. Not been pulling their punches at all. That's exactly what we want to see, especially deep in towards the playoff stages from the Mongols, which has been maybe a little bit more of a turbulent season than they wanted. Wanting playoff strong is the important thing. Double nade will come through, and Mara will eat the bulk of them. But, of course, against not that much of a buy on the other side. Newhappy have gone for a full buy, but all they can bring is a couple of upgraded pistols and a scout. I'm expecting a whole lot.
Mongols know the game here. They know it's about pulling those smokes before they commit. Or going really explosive and getting out in front of those counter smokes. Good news for them is those smokes are being dropped thick and fast. 2 to go. They're just going to wait and bide their time in mid. Newhappy for now. Fairly intent on fighting this. Tiger's playing wide on that scout. He's holding Boiler. Teammate is up close. That's 2x. They've got to find a couple frags. These players cruising for some control. 4 in mid for the Mongols. Out they come. Head found. Another for 9-10. Trades are good in the end. And this is going to be 12 for the Mongols.
Yeah. That's the beat. I can't see a world in which this falls apart. I mean, you look at Spine and Lihang as well. It's not even the worst thing in the world just to keep hold of the 5.7s. They're going to have no money anyway, but any upgrades would be lovely. It's probably pretty unlikely. Techno around the corner finds Lihang. Another tally for him. And yeah, well, Spine is deep over towards B side. He is most definitely not heading in that direction.
What do you even talk about in the team speak in this moment? Did you honestly just start discussing map 2? I mean, this map is over. Do you have to laugh it off? Because
yeah,
you just feel like there's just been no moment where this has been a match. No moment where we had any semblance of control. 10 chances for the Mongols. This buy is going to be brutal for Newhappy. I just feel like I haven't seen Newhappy play.
Agreed.
It's just a shame.
I've cast them a couple of times this season as well. They've played some good CS. I mean, there is a reason they're here in the playoffs. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. Just have not stepped up, simply put. You know, Spine 1 and 13. 2x, 3 and 14. It's not been a display. The only one who's been consistently really looking like a threat is Tiger. Got a leg there as well. 9-10 fights him. Does not give a damn. Another opener for 9-10 as well. Simple and effective. This probably is the beginning of the end. Unless Spine has something to say about it. Second kill on the board for him overall. No War 4, but a lot of damage dealt with those nades. 2 remaining towards B as well. Just going to head back up a smoke. Hightail it.
They're just going to give up B. Looks like it. It's a, needless to say, a bold strategy to seed half the map. I'm not going to pretend I like it, but
it might work.
I enjoy watching it. I wouldn't recommend it. Put it that way.
Unironically, might work. They've gone for a quad stack A. And that's where the Mongols look like they want to finish. So low on HP. 2 of these players towards Newhappy. Time's not to tick as well. Gaining all the info they can. Sooner rather than later, they've got to just plug their way in towards the site. In comes the U-Tool now. Mara going to come through that smoke. Gets caught by the MP9 from behind, though. Mzinho for 2. Looking for another. Yes, he finds it. A 9-10 will close. A dominant display. 13-2 coming forward for the Mongols. Simply put, could not have been any easier for them. Honestly, Newhappy barely even scratched the surface.
Yeah, that last round as well. It just sort of summarizes the map where